I said, what up, though? What's up, everybody? Welcome to, hopefully, you saw what I was doing there, and it did not get copyright claimed. If it did, you saw what it was. If you didn't, I came in dancing to Kendrick Lamar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. I was all wrong. NFL, they wanted a three-peat, but the Eagles said, not so fast, and the Eagles get her done. And lets everybody know in the NFL world that defense wins championships. Now, I want one person to be paying attention. Y'all thought I was bad before? Listen, Cisco had a song back in the 90s. It was 90s. It was called Unleash the Dragon. Unleash the Dragon. That's how I'm about to be. I'm about to unleash the dragon. Because who has been telling you about a defensive line for 4 years, man? Me. And the number one offense, let me be very clear. The Philadelphia Eagles are the class of the NFC, not the Detroit Lions. We were kidding ourselves. We were full of it. We got caught up in the hype. We got stricken by the fan bias. But the reality of the situation is the Detroit Lions were never going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'll say this. There could be some narrative in play where had the Lions actually beat the Washington Commanders, maybe we see a couple calls going our way. But what the Philadelphia Eagles said to the refs, to the narrative, is get over here. They said, no, you ain't about to do that. We gonna do what you got to do to win the game. We take it out of the ref's hands. I didn't watch the game, but it was I saw on Twitter a very early offensive pass interference call on A.J. Brown that seemed to be a little questionable. Again, I did not watch a single snap of the game live. I saw a couple of snaps on Twitter as I was scrolling through, reading other people's tweets and such. I was true to my word and did not, and it was an absolute blowout. But defense wins championships. As a matter of fact, let's take a look right now at the making of this video. It's still let me refresh this real quick. Let's see exactly how much time is in this game. 1 minute and 59 seconds. It is 40-4, and the Eagles have the football. This wasn't even a game. This was not even a game. Patrick Mahomes got sacked 6 times. I say, oh, my God, yeah. Man, come on, bro. Come on. And that's with 4 people. That's with 4 people. Hey, listen, Howie Roseman, better than Brad Holmes. Take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Playtime is over, bruh. Playtime is over. Bradley, Matthias, Jerome, Cornelius, Holmes. I made it all up. I made his middle name up. Get it done. You don't like rants? You don't need to watch, because I'm on it. Now, the good news is that we all start over tomorrow. Everybody is celebrating. The Chiefs didn't three-peat, so it's not history, okay? No history being made, even though the NFL did want to see that. They 100% wanted to see that. But we all start over. We all start fresh and so clean tomorrow. We all back to square one. And Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and we are never, ever, ever going to three-peat. Taylor Swift is at the crib winless. But they got 2. The last 2 and 3 out of the last 4. Okay? Or 3 out of the last 5. Whatever it is, they got enough. They got more than we do. But Howie Roseman, get her done. He took a chance on Jalen Carter. Now, we still got Jahmyr Gibbs. Maybe we swing both. He took a chance. You got to take chances, Brad. Now, Chris Jones got hurt, didn't return to the game, or so I saw. But this is a reason why I complained as much as I did. See, y'all thought it was complaining. But what's up on that beat? I'm about to be relentless this offseason. Relentless. You can watch anybody else. As a matter of fact, speaking of watching somebody else, I was on a podcast today with Spirit of Detroit. It's going to be the pinned comment. Check it out. 2+ hour conversation. Good vibes, man. We had a great time. Check it out. But I'm about to be, what's up on that beat? I'm about to be relentless. I've been telling y'all for 3+ seasons that this is how you win games. This is how you win. You win it all with a defensive line. The Eagles and Howie Roseman showed us how it's done. The question I have for you is, does Brad Holmes see that? Is he going to continue to play it safe? and hope we get there that way. But without further ado, let's take a look at these stats right here. 6 times Patrick Mahomes was sacked. 6 times for 31 yards. He actually also had a pick 6. Darius Slay, former Detroit Lion. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, former Detroit Lion. Now Super Bowl champions. Congratulations to Darius Slay. Not so much to C.J. G.J. Makes me sick to my stomach. Let's take a look. Let's see who got them sacks. Let's see who got them sacks, man. Who got the sacks for the Philadelphia Eagles? Josh Sweat. He about to get paid. Milton Williams. He about to get paid. I heard shout out to Avery. I think Spirit of Detroit, we was talking today, and Milton Williams about to be a free agent. I do believe. C.J. Gardner-Johnson didn't do nothing, but it don't matter. He about to have a championship. What is that? Jalix Hunt? And what else we got here? So wait a minute. One dude had 2.5 sacks? Come on now. Come on, man. Defense wins championships. Bottom line, point blank, period. And now it is time for Brad Holmes to get her done. There is no more conversation. And why do listen, there are things that happen in your life that you realize that you were a champion in their eyes. But no, beside that, you realize that you got, no matter what, man, stay the course. Don't let nobody knock you off your rocker. The internet, don't let nobody tell you you don't know what you're talking about. This ain't about me, like I'm not making it about me, but the internet is a tough place. It's a tough place. And you got to be built for this. And not everybody built for it. And yeah, it takes its toll sometimes. But I was right. The narrative was 100% Chiefs, but the Eagles took it out of the NFL's hands. And that's why, this is not a competition. Eagles got 22 points, but it's too little, too late. A JoJo reference right there. I'm just quoting all these songs today. I will be relentless. If you don't like what's coming, you better find somebody else to watch. You don't like what's coming. I'm warning you. This is the calm before the storm. Brad Holmes has one job this offseason. If you take a cornerback in the first round, we going to have a problem. Unless you got Myles Garrett. If you take a cornerback in the second round, we going to have a problem. Unless you took a defensive end, and you signed Myles Garrett. So what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is if you don't fix the D-line, we're going to have a problem. Les Snead, better general manager than Brad Holmes. Howie Roseman, better general manager than Brad Holmes. Maybe now you will take Brad Matthias Jerome Cornelius Holmes off the pedestal that you put him on and lower him down back to earth. He's done a fantastic job bringing this team from the dirt. All love there, but he has properly failed to address the D-line. And now it's showing. And from what I understand, because I didn't watch, they were getting there with the front four. The front four. Now, for everybody but the Lions' defensive line was healthy. That's when we were healthy, stop it. Let me paint this picture. Marcus Davenport, DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, and Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson has been out. He was out for 90-plus days when the Lions season ended, and he still led the team in sacks by 3.5. You know who was second? A guy we traded for mid-season with 4. But the D-line was held to stop playing. And this is what I'm trying to get across to y'all. In all seriousness, just follow the numbers. If you didn't believe me, you didn't have to take my word for it, because the proof is in the pudding. Can we all agree that Brad has done a great job in the draft, but he's failed to properly address the defensive line? He's failed. And he has to get it together, or the Lions will not ever win a Super Bowl, or win a Super Bowl under him. Because this is what I was talking about Pandora's box being open, about da-da-da-da, what's up on that beat? I'm about to get crazy. In his Ray Star reaction, Jameson Williams reaction, rant after rant after rant after neglect of the D-line. Okay? Les Snead and Howie Roseman have proven that they are better general managers than Brad Holmes. Now, Brad Holmes has only been a GM for 4 seasons. Cut him some slack there. The whole point of this is that playtime is over. The defensive line ladies and gentlemen, must not be addressed. It needs to be properly addressed. Myles Garrett, Khalil Mack. If it were up to me, I would sign Khalil Mack as cheap as I can get him. One, see if I can talk him into a 2-year. I would trade for Myles Garrett. I would take that first round pick, and I would try to get the best available defensive end in the first round. Clean up. Depending on what we do in free agency, do some cleanup draft picks. And maybe with that 5th round pick or something like that, whatever. I don't remember what we have. But I would go hard. You've gone hard in the secondary and past free agencies. Go hard in the defensive line. But here's what I was going to say. This is before I got distracted by the... Before I got distracted by that, here's what I was going to say. Mark my words. Brad Holmes has 2 years to make it to a Super Bowl. If he does not, some of you will begin to turn on him. He will go from the best general manager we've ever had to he's not enough. Mark my words. If we make a Super Bowl, that all goes out the window. If we don't, in 2 seasons, you will start to question whether he can get us there. And what's going to happen? I believe Sheila Hamp says, hey, I've seen my mother. I've seen my father. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for helping us get here. But we got to move on. I can see us keeping Dan Campbell moving on from Brad Holmes. But that's the type of stuff y'all going to hear this season. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you watch. I don't care. I honestly don't. And I say that humbly. I don't care. Of course, you watching helps me out. But I know that some people will hear what I'm saying. They'll see that I'm a fan and I'm just telling the truth. So the people that rock with me and want to hear the truth, fine. But the people that can't handle the truth, fine. Brad Holmes has 2 seasons to make a Super Bowl, or the majority of his fan base will start to turn on him. And the Super Bowl is final, ladies and gentlemen. The Philadelphia Eagles are your 2024 NFL champions. And they are the class of the NFC. The Lions want to be there. And you know how we get there? We draft Myles Garrett. We sign Khalil Mack. If we get to keep this year's first round pick that I think we can, we take the best defensive end available, and then we do some cleanup work. We can bring Levi back. We can bring Muhammad back. We can bring anybody. We can bring Davenport back. But what we can't have is Davenport as a starter. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. You guys, this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. And it's because of your support I get to do what I do. But what I do is keep it real. And what I am obligated to do to everyone who watches me, whether they like it or not, is to take the heat, stay in the kitchen, and give you the facts. And not be thwarted by my feelings of how you feel of me. If you go check the tape, I have been yelling about a defensive line literally since we drafted Aiden Hutchinson. And it turns out at the end of the day, I'm not smarter than Brad Holmes in a football sense, but I can see it. You can see it. Why can't he? He has to get this done, or it's his job, not mine. Because wherever he go, it don't matter. I'm going to still be making content about the Detroit Lions, whether he's the general manager or not. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, I appreciate you. If you understand me, I appreciate you. And if you're ready for this ride and my rants and my explosions, depending on what this team does, I appreciate you as well. Take care of yourself and each other. Check out the podcast from Spirit of Detroit. And as always, go Lions. Got to keep it a buck.